It's 7:43 a.m., and I'm sitting on my balcony, wrapped in a cozy blanket, watching the mountains stretch under a sky painted in soft pinks and gold. The clouds drift like lazy thoughts, and the air feels still, like the world hasn't quite decided to start yet. Down below, a jogger stops mid-run to take a photo of the view, completely forgetting their workout. And honestly, I don't blame them. Everything feels calm, like life has taken a deep breath. The world feels slow, simple, like the language I use every day, not complicated, but still full of meaning. But we're not here to talk about clouds or joggers. We're here because today, I want to let you in on a little secret. The 10 English words I find myself using every single day. And when I say every day, I mean it. Morning, noon, and even those late-night snack missions. These words somehow sneak their way into my life. And they're not big, fancy, complicated words. They're simple, but they carry mood, emotion, and a surprising amount of personality. Let's start with one I honestly use too much. Literally. I literally say this word all the time. And half the time, I'm not even being literal. Yesterday I said, I'm literally going to collapse if I don't get a coffee. Spoiler alert, I didn't collapse. I just wanted to sound dramatic. That's the magic of literally in modern English. It's not just about facts anymore. It's about feelings. Drama. Emphasis. You can say things like, I literally have no idea what's going on, or she's literally the nicest person ever. We use it to exaggerate, to add flavor to what we're saying. Now here's a quick exercise. Think of one situation where you felt overwhelmed or excited, and try saying it with literally. Like, I was literally in heaven after that chocolate cake. It's a fun way to practice tone. Say it with a playful or exaggerated voice. Now, once I've dramatically declared I'm dying without caffeine, and my friend suddenly changes the topic, like telling me her cat has a new favorite blanket, I usually shift the conversation back using a smooth little lifesaver. Anyway is how I take back control of the conversation. Like, anyway, what were we talking about again? Or, anyway, I need to get going. It's gentle, not rude. A soft reset button in any conversation. Try this next time someone goes off topic. Just smile and say, anyway, then guide it back. It works like magic. Next comes a word I use when I have absolutely no clue, but still want to sound like I do. Basically. If someone asks me how the internet works, I'll probably say, okay, so basically, it's like signals and stuff. Do I understand it fully? No, but basically gives me confidence. It helps break things down. Even if you're not an expert, it makes things sound simple. Say things like, basically, it's just a fancy way to say hello. Or basically, you just need to follow the steps. You can use a calm, reassuring tone here, like a teacher explaining something simple. Then there's a word I use when something ridiculous happens. Seriously. It's not a question. It's an emotion. Someone eats the last slice of pizza you saved, you just go, seriously? It's short, sharp, and full of disbelief, or frustration, or both. Or say it with a raised eyebrow and a tiny sigh. Say it when something annoys you. Seriously, again with the delays. Or when you're impressed. Seriously, that was amazing. Tone matters a lot here. Play around with saying it frustrated, amused, or even sarcastic. Now for the softest little mistake sound ever. Oops. You drop something? Oops. You forget a meeting? Oops. It's a way to admit a small mistake without too much drama. Try using oops next time you make a harmless error. And notice how others react. It makes things feel light, less serious, more human. Practice saying it with a smile. It's disarming. Now, when I feel a fact bubbling up inside me, or someone says something slightly off, my inner know-it-all wakes up. That's when I say, actually. Like, actually, penguins don't live in the North Pole. It's a tiny correction, wrapped in politeness. But be careful. It can sound a little too clever if overused. Use it gently, maybe with a thoughtful tone or a little smile. For example, actually, I think it starts at 8, not 7. Or actually, it's pronounced differently. Say it softly. No one likes a walking dictionary unless it's a kind one. Then there's totally. It's my energetic yes. Want to go out tonight? Totally. It's cold today. Totally. It's cheerful, upbeat, like a friend nodding with enthusiasm. Say it with a spark. It lifts the mood of any conversation. If someone shares good news, respond with totally and a happy tone. It's a way to show support and connection. Now we swing to the opposite feeling with whatever. Whatever is me pretending I'm fine when I'm not. Whatever. I didn't even want cake. It's a shield, a way of saying, let's move on, even if I'm slightly hurt inside. But it's also helpful. Sometimes you just need to say, whatever, and let things go. Try saying it when you're ready to drop a subject. Whatever. It's not a big deal. Just try not to sound too passive-aggressive, unless that's the vibe. Then there's the world's chillest yes. Yup. Are you ready? Yup. Want some tea? Yup. It's relaxed, informal, and easygoing, like you're agreeing with a shrug and a smile. Perfect for friends, family, or anytime you don't need to sound formal. Say it with a grin. It makes people feel comfortable. And finally, maybe. Maybe is my favorite non-commitment. Are you coming to the gym tomorrow? Maybe. It's polite, vague, and full of possibility. It's like saying, I don't know yet, but let's not close the door. Sometimes I use it to buy time, or to avoid saying no. Maybe we could watch that movie later? It keeps the conversation open. Soft. No pressure. Here's a little reflection exercise. Think about your day. Where could you have used one of these words? Maybe you said, oops, when spilling something, or seriously when you saw the weather forecast. Write down a few sentences with each word. Practice them out loud. Try different tones. Dramatic, funny, calm, annoyed. This helps you connect the word with emotion. And that's how real language sticks. So from early morning stillness to late night emails, I probably won't reply to, these words keep me company. Sometimes I literally feel like I'm running a marathon just to get out the door. I say oops at least 4 times before noon. Anyway, helps me steer conversations back when they drift. Basically gives me the confidence to explain anything, even if I barely understand it. Seriously lets me react to life's little surprises. Actually pops up when I'm feeling a little too clever. Totally brings out my enthusiasm. Whatever saves my peace of mind. Yep, keeps everything chill, and maybe gives me breathing room. I never planned to use these words so often, but they've become part of my rhythm. They help me express joy, frustration, agreement, sarcasm, all the shades of daily life. They're tiny but powerful, simple but rich with emotion. And now, maybe they'll become part of your daily English too. Not because they're perfect, but because they're real. And that's the best kind of language to learn. See you next time on Learn English in Minutes.